first, wealth manager and self-proclaimed diehard foodie Matthew Kaplan wants to invite us to enjoy the delicious artisanal pizza and laid-back vibe of his pick. He says you'll fall in love with their unique selections, fresh ingredients, and excellent customer service. This spot is located in Boca Raton, and it's called How Ya Doin'.
This is Garrett Goodman coming to you from How You Doin' here in Boca Raton. So How You Doin' started during COVID, during the pandemic. So I had 2 kids at the time and I was trying to figure out how to keep them occupied. So a buddy of mine convinced me to buy a Rockbox, one of the portable pizza ovens. I was just giving away cheese pizzas and marinara pizzas to my friends and family, just kind of over the fence in my backyard. And people went crazy for them. So my wife told me we should try to start selling them. And I said, if we're gonna do it, we have to come up with a good name. So a couple cocktails later, my wife came up with the name How You Doin'. So the biggest thing that really sets us apart from everybody else in the pizza business is, first things first, we're an all naturally leavened sourdough pizza shop. So most people use a traditional bleached white flour. Our pizza being that it's a sourdough pizza, we ship our flour in from San Francisco. So it's a really specific flour that we use. We try to go in the polar opposite direction of every other pizzeria. So if they go left, we go right. Our menu is so unique, so different that before people kind of roll the dice and go down the path of something crazy, it's try the cheese pie, feel confident in it, believe in what we're doing, and then after they try it, they love it. They almost always come back the next day or within the week and they're like, I'm ready to try something different. At How You Doin', our pizza's freaking delicious.
I love the name of this restaurant. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
How You Doin'?
Yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this place. I mean, you talk about it being some of the best pizza, right, in South Florida, and that's a big statement.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, they started up during the pandemic actually, so it's a really cool story. He was a chef. I don't know fully everything, but I know that he just got into the pizza making during the pandemic and started selling it out of their house. And
out of their home?
Yeah, out of their home. He was a chef, and they just started doing it, and they gained popularity, and we know that we tried to
Probably
get it.
a lot of social media, I would
A lot
imagine.
of social media. It was always impossible to get the pizzas. There was actually a waiting list for a week. You had to order a week in advance to get your pizzas when it first started.
We actually had that same thing happening in Miami with this guy that now has a brick and mortar.
Mm-hmm.
That's so great that they finally opened.
Yeah, and the pizza is just great. Just super fresh. It's sourdough dough. The crust is unbelievable, really chewy, delicious.
Do all of you have your favorite pizza places that you consider them to be the absolute best pizza in South Florida?
Yes.
Okay. Did this place make you kind of vote for them as being some of the best pizza in South Florida?
Very good pizza.
How big are these pizzas? Are
We
they
ordered
personal size?
So I was with my family, and
Okay.
we ordered 4 individual size. So we all kind of split.
So they're personal size pizzas?
Yeah, you can do personal or the larger 16-inch.
You also had dough bites?
Yes, the dough bites are literally just their pizza dough that they break off and roll into little balls, and they just cook them up in the wood oven that they have, and it's just nice and chewy, and the vodka sauce is it's just so good with the tanginess
creamy,
and the
right?
creaminess and definitely creamy, but the spiciness to it gets that kick, and it really gets you.
Nancy, tell me a little bit. First, you had a salad, right?
Yes, we had a Greek salad that was delicious, just spot on for a Greek salad. And then we didn't know what to order because they don't have menus really. So the girl behind the counter suggested the OG pizza, I think it was called. And that was I guess their standard, like a margarita pizza would be, with the Havarti cheese. And we said we don't like it really charred. And she was very good. They brought it out. It was just the slightest char, but it was delicious. I enjoyed it.
Is it a wood-burning oven? Do you see the oven?
Yes, it's beautiful. It's like the focal point when you walk in. Very pretty.
Oh, that's lovely. You also had an OG.
We had the OG, and we also had the white pizza.
Okay.
We had the large white and the smaller OG.
Tell me.
We were the only 2 in there at the time, which was very nice because we were able to speak to the staff freely. The oven actually comes from Naples.
Oh,
Napoli,
okay.
round.
And they also just got a smaller oven that's on the trailer that's for events.
Tell me a little bit about the ambiance, Nancy.
It was lovely. You walk in, and there's not much distance between you and the counter when you walk in, but they had nice seating, small and intimate is how I would describe it. And we were the only 2 when we went there in the afternoon, and it was very nice, very nice.
How are the prices of the pizzas?
Very fair. Very fair for what you got. They also serve beer from a local brewery,
Oh, nice. Do you remember the name of the brewery?
Prosperity.
Prosperity? Okay.
And
Did you have a beer?
We did. We were both
Was it
going to
good?
get a can of beer, and they were nice enough to say if you get a 6-pack, it's cheaper than 2 beers. So why buy 2 when you can get 6?
That's a good point.
So it was very good beer.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I love this. Matthew, go ahead and sum it up for me, please.
Okay, they're just a really high quality local pizza restaurant.
You got it. Nancy?
I enjoyed it very much. I think next time I would take it out and enjoy it at home, but it was lovely.
Henry?
Great pizza, great personality, great location.
Look at him. For some great conversation and a unique slice, you can head over to How Ya Doin', located at 4251 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. They are open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are not accepted, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35.